will share to you how to find bargain stocks. Before, I shared to you the golden rule in investing, which is to buy low and sell high. So, paano nga ba talaga makakita ng undervalued stocks? Before, ang strategy ko is to find the historical prices ng specific stock. Like for this example, CHP. Tingnan natin sa chart. Before, around 12 pesos per share siya on August 2016. And then, bumagsak siya to 7 to 8 pesos around July 2017. To be specific, July 2017, when I bought CHP share at 7.15 per share. So, ang tanong ko, mura na ba siya? So, during those time, naisip ko, syempre, mas mura siya compared last year, di ba? Kasi, 12 pesos per share. Ngayon, nasa 7 pesos per share. So, definitely, mas mura siya. But only based on historical prices, comparing it with current price. Pangit doon, bumagsak pa siya ng bumagsak. Nasa range na siya ng 2 pesos, di ba? Nakita niyo yan, late 2018. And this pandemic, around April 14, nag-close siya at 1.13 per share. Grabe yung loss mo doon. It's 84% loss. Hindi, di ba? So, what's the moral of the story? It's not enough to compare the prices of the stock. Okay? Pwede siyang maging indicator, but it is not enough. Isa pang strategy ko is to find the 52-week high and low. Simple lang tong 52-week high and low. Sa isang taon, a specific stock will have its peak and will have its lowest point. So, kaya 52 weeks equivalent to 1 year. So, bibigyan kanya ng snapshot ng 52-week high and 52-week low. Like for example, si Jollibee, kung 52-week high niya nasa 320, di ba? Iyon yung inabot ng pinakamataas niya. Tapos, dun sa range na yon, sa isang taon na yon, ang lowest niya around, sabihin na nating 200. So, during those time, kung 200 mo siya nabili, sasabihin mo na mura pa rin ang 200 kaysa 320. Yon yung isa pang logical reason na okay rin namang maging basihan mo. Pero, still not enough. So, bakit ko ba nasabing it is not enough to look at the prices of the stocks? For example na lang po, bibili tayo ng bangus. One offer nung seller is 180 pesos per kilo and yung other offer is 150 pesos per kilo. So, what do you think is cheaper? Looking just only at the price, syempre logically, mas mura si 150 pesos per kilo, di ba? Yung isa, nakita mo, parang ilado na siya. Ilado is hindi fresh. Samantalang dun sa isa, kinis-kinis pa niya. As in, parang bagong huli talaga. So, sino ngayon ang mas mura? Or should I say, saan ka mas makakamura? Gets ba? So, another analogy, bangus pa rin tayo. Pero this time, we will compare yung hilaw versus luto. And yung luto is yung rellenong bangus. So, sino ngayon ang mas mura dyan? Let us say na yung same vendor na yon is nagbebenta rin siya ng rellenong bangus. Bakit pwede naman, di ba? And he offered you to buy it sa 300 pesos per kilo. So, alin kaya ang mas mura? Siyempre, this time, may konting difference, diba? Nag-level up na yung value ng bangus eh. Dati, hilaw lang siya. Tapos ngayon, ready to eat na. Naging relleno na siya. Ngayon, medyo subjective na yung pagpili natin, diba? If kapos ka na sa oras magluto, pwede mong sabihin na mas sulit or mas nakamura ka pa dun sa rilya ng bangus. Depende na ngayon sa preference mo. So, paano ko ba i-relate to sa company? Pwedeng tumaas yung presyo ng company if they are leveling up. What do I mean by leveling up? Like expansion, by acquisition, tsaka mergers, consistent growth, marketing, branding. Yun yung mga indicators na nagle-level up yung company. Tsaka sumusunod talaga sa technology. Tipin natin si JFC. Nakita niyo yung prices niya. Diba tuloy-tuloy yung pagtaas niya? Na-share ko before na umabot pa nga sa 320 yan. Wow! Ang busy kasi niya at saka ang aggressive ng expansion ni JFC. By the way, I made this by myself. So if you want to see more of videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa mga videos ko. Warning lang po ha, not all expansion and acquisition of company can have instant effect in the prices. Like yung nangyari dun sa Smash Burger nung in-acquire ni JFC ng 100% si Smash Burger noong 2018. Although kasabay nun, meron ding acquisition kay Team Ho1, pero yung pag-acquire nila kay Smash Burger, yun yung humila pa pababa sa earnings nila nung first quarter ng 2019. Since nag-consolidate na sila, di ba? Ang daming mga magandang nangyari sa kanya, di ba? Yung sa stores na lang, umabot na sila ng 1,000 stores in 2018. Nakita niyo yung progress niya. Ang dami ng company na na-acquire. So, I will discuss separate video about sa history nitong JFC para mas makita niyo yung detalye niya. So, for now, alun muna ako dun sa another analogy. Ito naman, comparing different companies within the same group like JFC versus Max. I-compare ulit natin sa analogy ng isda. Ngayon naman, bangus versus lapu-lapu. Sabihin na natin, we have the same vendor ulit. This time, nag-offer naman siya ng lapu-lapu for 300 pesos per kilo. Yun na lang siguro yung naiiwang lapu-lapu na tinda niya, kaya ino-offer niya sa'yo. So, sino ngayon ang mas mura? Yung 180 pesos na per kilo ng bangus o yung 300 pesos per kilo ng lapu-lapu? Mapapaisip ka rin yun. Paano ngayon yan? So, medyo mahirap na to if we really don't know the current market price or value ng isang isda, ng lapu-lapu at saka ng bangus. Dito kasi, hindi na lang price yung factor niya. Kasi we are comparing two different fish. In this comparison, we need to find common grounds, which is current market price of the bangus and lapu-lapu. So, in this example, we can say na tama lang yung price ni bangus. Pero si lapu-lapu, maiisip mo, aba ang mura naman niya. Even mas mura in price si bangus, value naman, mas nakakasulit ka kay lapu-lapu. Nabili mo siya ng ng parang 50% off, di ba? Okay, in that three simple analogy, we can derive that it is not enough to buy based on price. We need to know the value of the company, and that value of the company is translated into earnings. Okay, so dyan papasok ngayon ang PE ratio or price earning ratio. This is one of the best way to find bargain stocks using PE ratio. So what is PE ratio? It is the ratio for valuing a company that measure its current share price relative to its per share earnings or EPS. Simplihan lang natin. Yung price niya, tatapatan natin ng value. So, against earnings ng company. Kasi usually naman yung value ng company, ang pinaka-logical na basis mo is the earnings. Masimplehan pa natin, PE ratio is actually the number of times you are willing to pay for the stock. or the number of years you can recover your investment. Siyempre, there are two factors in considering PE ratio. The price, which is the numerator, and the denominator is the earnings or earnings per share. Kasi yung numerator mo is price per share, so yung denominator mo rin is earnings per share. What is EPS naman? Earnings per share is earnings divided by share. So, yun na yung pinaka-simpleng explanation nun. So, tingnan natin ang example ng CHP. So, in this example, we assume that CHP has the following information: profit or net income of 1 million, outstanding shares of 1 million. To simplify na lang, we excluded preferred shares kasi common stock shares lang ang i-consider natin. So, earnings per share is 1 peso per share. So, paano nakuha yun? 1 million of income divided by outstanding shares, which is also 1 million. And if the current price of CHP is 37 pesos per share, price to earning ratio would be 37. So, price of 37 per share divided by earnings per share of 1 peso. Kaya, kuha natin yung 37 PE ratio. This means that you as an investor is willing to pay 37 pesos for CHP share. Isipin mo na lang, bago mo recover yung piso mo, it will take you 37 times. Kaya nga, sikat din si PE ratio as income multiples. Kung ilan yung PE ratio, ganun din karaming beses kung paano marirecover yung income. I shared to you before na para ding number of years yung PE ratio. UHP's PE ratio in 2016 is around 36.94 and 34.84 in 2017, which is really overvalue or too high that time. My take is PE ratio should be less than 12 to be considered it as undervalued or bargain. Dun sa intelligent investor, ang sinabi naman doon is than 15. It's up to you. Subjective pa rin naman yun eh. Pero kung gusto mong mas undervalued pa, syempre you can use 12, di ba? You know what I like about PE ratio and other fundamentals, yung sarili kasi nating emission yung kalaban natin dyan. Minsan baka mainip ka na lang, ay gusto ko nang mabilisang kita, gusto kong mamadali yung income ko. Yan ang magiging kalaban mo dyan. You can say maganda si JFC kasi sikat siya. Siya yung crowd's favorite, di ba? Malaki naman siyang kumpanya. And then mag-expand naman siya. Nabili niya, ang dami niyang kumpanyang nabili overseas, di ba? So, mag-invest kay Jollibee. Kay Jollibee. Hindi kita maiiwasan doon, di ba? Hindi kita mapipigilan doon kasi it's your call. The stock market is really about buyer and sellers emotions during those time na bumibili sila at nagsesell ng stocks nila. You need to consider is ano kung limited na yung funds mo. It's very strategic to find bargain stocks kasi once you bought the stocks, nandun na yung pera mo. Mahirap na siyang bawiin din. Investment mo na yun eh. Para mabawi mo lang siya doon, you need to sell your position, di ba? Kaya critical talaga yung pag-screen ng bargain stocks. One thing lang na kailangan yung i-consider dyan is hindi lang pwedeng PE ratio lang. There are fundamentals that are helpful to find bargain stocks are cash flows or free cash flows. Siyempre, consistent dapat yung revenue niya. And it's hindi lang consistent, it's actually increasing. Then, maganda ba nagbibigay ba sila ng dividendo? Maganda ba yung dividend yield? Siyempre, yung cash flows, lalo na yung operating cash flows niya, lagi dapat positive yun. pwedeng maganda lang yung cash flows nila kasi nangutang sila, 'di ba? So, kasama na rin yan yung debt to equity ratio. Medyo advanced na rin 'to. So, kung beginner ka, orin mo pa rin yung mga previous videos ko para mas makarelate ka pa. I will discuss this further in different videos. Ito lang yung 3 reminders ko in using PE ratio. Low PE ratio doesn't always means company's good. It always be used together with other fundamentals. Some companies with low PE ratio can have terrible cash flows. PE ratio should be compared with same industry. So for example, kay Globe, syempre compare mo siya kay Tel. Dito, exemption yung kay Dito kasi si Dito ay new company pa lang. So, hindi siya apples to apples yung comparison kasi technically wala pa siya sa commercial operation. Technical launch pa lang niya is actually this July. Then yung commercial operation niya dapat is March 2021. So, give them at least siguro a year or 2 years para you can compare. So, in Dito, syempre, quick strategy there is parang more on speculation muna or trading. So, using technical analysis muna. Kasi wala ka pang basihan ng fundamentals nila. Earnings per share might not reflect the current hot topic or trend about the company since financial statements are released only every quarter. Sometimes, it is better to use technical analysis for hot trending companies if you want a quick profits or gains. To know if the stocks is on an uptrend or downtrend is critical for quick gains. Gamitan mo rin ng technical trends if it's uptrend or downtrend. So, ang pinaka-simple at effective way is using moving averages or SMA or exponential moving averages. Marami naman yun sa internet. Pwede mong gamitin yung EMA 20, samahan mo ng EMA 50 or EMA 200 para sa long-term moving averages niya. Tapos, lagyan mo pa ng RSI. Search nyo na lang sa YouTube yun kasi it's a separate topic. Medyo marami pa yun. So before I end this sharing, iwa-warn ko lang kayo dun sa mga caveats in buying undervalued company. Buying undervalued companies doesn't always guarantee quick profits. You should be patient to wait for huge returns in the future. Remember, you are investing in the company, not just trading. Unless you're using a full technical analysis or really trading in and out of the company. So, okay lang yun. Use that strategy. Diba? The objective naman is to syempre, buy low, sell high. Kung yun yung strategy na mas nagwo-work sa'yo. Okay naman yun. Marami na rin akong nagawang gains using that strategy. But minsan kapag trends lang yung binabasihan mo or technical analysis lang at hindi ka nakapag-cut loss, dun bubulusok yung prices. Yun nga yung nangyari sa CHP as a beginner. So, syempre kung ikaw ay trader, gagamitin mo yung dapat yung stop loss kasi para yung loss mo ay hindi masyadong malaki. In future videos, I will share to you bakit mahirap kang malugi ng malaki. Parang in your 50% loss, you need 100% to recover that loss. I will share that separate videos na lang. Isa pang warning ko is the expectation is the company will grow in the long term. Syempre, yung value at saka yung price nun will increase as well. Pero, it's not always not the case kasi some companies may be growing in values or tumataas talaga yung kita niya, yung earnings niya, maganda yung fundamentals niya, cash flows laging positive. But it is not necessarily reflected in current price. So, ingat lang po tayo. I'm not recommending use PE ratio alone. You need to add other fundamentals. In this case, using forward PE ratio. Forward PE ratio kasi, to simplify it, it is the future PE ratio. Another warning is using PE ratio is for investors using fundamental analysis, but very helpful for traders who want to protect your loss just in case something unexpected happen. Like this pandemic, di ba, nung March, bumulusok siya, pababa. Hindi mo na mapipigilan yun, di ba? But if you invested in good fundamentals or magandang like PE ratio, cash flows, earnings, consistent, hindi ka masyadong takot kasi in times of recovering economy, ito yung companies na mabilis talaga mag-recover according to surveys. Kaya kahit sobrang laki ng lugi mo, kasi paper loss lang naman yun technically hindi ka pa rin nalulugi. Iba talaga ang usapan kapag trading. Talagang kapag trading kasi at saka fundamentals, technical analysis at saka fundamental analysis, minsan salungat yun sa medyo hahaba na to, so siguro I will share na lang the distinction of the fundamental and technical analysis, kung paano nyo siya pwedeng gamitin at your advantage, or paano nyo siya, pwede ba siyang pagsabayin, or pwede bang technical analysis lang or purely fundamentals lang, or is it better to use both? So I will share to you sana next video or videos, so keep on watching. In summary, one of the best way to find bargain stock is through the use of PE ratio or price earning ratio. Ingatan lang natin ang paggamit nito. It should be used with other fundamentals like dividends, cash flows, debt to equity ratio, and all of those other fundamentals that I will share in other videos. If you are learning from this video, please subscribe and click the notifications bell para lagi kang updated sa videos ko. Please like, comment, and share as well para mas marami pa tayong matulungan sa stock investing. See you on the next video!